Book 1, Chapter 7, Compassion. When I get to school, Max is waiting outside for me. "Finn," he says in a low voice, "what is this you hanging out with that boy who just stares?" I reply, "His name is Charles, and he is really nice. Just because he does different things, it doesn't mean that he is any different from you or me. We are all the same, Max, and we should treat each other that way. Why would you be unkind to someone who doesn't do exactly as you do? What makes your way better than Charles?" Max looks at me and knows I am making sense, knows I am not going to take sides or treat others differently. I say, "Max, why don't you spend some time with us and leave the girls alone for one recess? Then you will see that he is very kind. He wants to write a book one day." Max ponders what I am saying. Max also knows that if he hangs around us, there is a big possibility that he will be bullied. I say, "Max, you are one of the most popular kids in the classroom and in the school. Why don't you set a good example for the others? If they see that you like Charles, then perhaps they will like him too." I tell Max about getting the dog and working at the shelter. Max replies, "I'm not allowed to have a dog. My sister has an allergy." "Well, Max, any time you want to play with my dog, Sky Charles, you just have to visit us." "Sky Charles," Max remarks. "What kind of name is that to give a dog?" "It's a great name, and when you meet him, you will see how he deserved a great name." My teacher doesn't appear to be in the best of moods today. He seems quiet, like something had been bothering him. 10 minutes before the bell sounds for lunch, he asks us to clear off our desk and says that he wants to share something with us. He looks very serious and very distraught. I think, what can it be? My stomach feels funny, like it is turning. I take a deep breath and focus on the map and yellow Italy. I take focus as I take deep breaths. It makes me feel more at peace. The teacher stands with great concern in his eyes and says that a student was injured at morning recess because she was bullied. Her friends had taken her to the washroom and started calling her names, and then it became violent as they started pushing her around. The girl slipped and hit her head on the sink, and she was taken to the hospital for her injuries. His voice is trembling. I can see the sadness he is feeling. And I feel this could have happened to me, to anyone that others want to bully. My teacher speaks about the harm that bullying can do and gives this example of how something that can be prevented can turn into something very wrong. For what had the girl done to deserve what had happened? The embarrassment and shame is something that she might carry with her a long time. The classroom is silent. I can sense that everyone feels sorry and compassionate towards the hurt girl. My teacher explains what is going to happen to the ones who caused the pain. He says, "I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Not today, not tomorrow, not years from now, for they will live with the knowing that they have caused hurt and pain to another." He talks about forgiveness and the importance of being kind to all. A tear streams down his face, and everyone understands the sadness that could have been prevented. Everyone, because of my teacher's softness and compassion, understands the impact of what being unkind to another can do. With a heaviness in the classroom, we all stand to go for lunch. Nobody is talking. Nobody is looking at another. It seems that we are all looking at our feet in sadness for a girl we hardly knew. Max walks over to Charles and I and says, "Would it be okay if I had lunch with you?" Charles and I look at each other, and Charles says, "That would be very nice. Maybe you could give me some tips on how to talk to girls." We all grin and a bond is made. Friends of 3 are made that day, an awakening about how our actions can affect another, how kindness with realizing that we are all one would never allow another to be bullied.